All right, so here's one of my most commonly asked questions: how to actually lose your love handle. So I'm going to go into the mindset, the habits, everything that you need to lose and keep off your love handles, guys. All right, I've been able to do this myself. I've been able to keep them off, and I was on TikTok Live the other day, and I noticed that majority of people's questions was about losing the love handles and keeping it off. That was like everyone's main issue, and it was a big point of. But I'm not going to renew that. But anyways, this is a big point of concern for a lot of people. So we're going to go over that today, exactly how to lose your love handles and keep it off, because a lot of people struggle with that. And I will tell you that a lot of it is consistency and mindset. And that's what I'm going to go over in this. A lot of consistency mindset, of course, is the objective side of it. All right, so the first thing you want to stop doing, and a lot of people, when I was on live, TikTok live the other day, if you don't follow me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok, Luther V Fitness. I go live, at least like 4 times a week, and I just go over a lot of this stuff, but I go over it in real time, so you guys have more time to kind of ask me questions. All right, guys, so you got to realize that it took you years of bad habits to gain those very stubborn love handles. It's not something that you gained over time, so you need to stop looking for this quick fix, this magic solution, this 1-day solution, this 1-week solution, 1-month solution, when you're looking at 10 years of consistently eating horrible and being inactive to even cause the love handle gain, right? To cause you to, gain this belly fat, gain these love handles. You're not going to lose it all in 1 month, guys. There's no pill. There's no 1 week of fasting. There's no water fasting. There's no amount of side crunches. There's no, Ozempic won't get rid of it. You have to actually be in a deficit, and you have to look internally and be like, hey, I need to change my habits permanently in order for me to lose this fat. Okay. You guys need to start looking at it like that instead of looking for this quick fix magic solution, because that's a mindset that aligns with instant gratification, and instant gratification literally aligns with, just getting a quick fix, quick, dopamine spike, and then failing, right? Because instant gratification is consistent with failing. Delayed gratification is consistent with success. All right. So instead of looking outside, I want you to look within, right? Instead of searching for magical bullshit that you guys always search for and always ask me about, you guys always DM me asking like, what's the solution? What's the secret? There is no secret, guys. Instead of looking for magic pills, hold yourself accountable and be honest with yourself, right? Most of the time, you guys are the ones holding yourself back from losing your love handles, from reaching your fitness goals, from losing the belly fat. Your bad habits, your inconsistency, your shitty nutrition is literally the problem. And your lack of awareness is also the problem, right? Because this right here is a great example. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of people are like, hey man, I don't eat that bad, but you don't weigh your foods. So if you're not exact with your nutrition, then I don't trust anything you say, because there are a lot of ways where you can overeat, right? Like, we don't know how many servings of peanut butter we eat. We don't know, our daily veggies. Sometimes we put ranch on our veggies. Sometimes we add a lot of this in our coffees. And yeah, if you're not weighing your foods, then you're just estimating. You're always going to be off. You're always going to underestimate how much carbs you're eating, and you're always going to be overeating carbs and overeating, fats. So if you're not tracking everything, then, you're not really being honest with yourself and holding yourself accountable enough. All right. Now, one more thing I want you to do is get rid of the dieting mindset. All right. Stop the short-term dieting shit. Obviously, it didn't work. Like, a lot of you guys do it over and over and over. You guys do short-term diets for like 10 years straight, and then you wonder why you can't get results. Why not just do what works for like 6 months instead of doing 10 years of keto, right? On and off, on and off, on and off. Like, I've seen so many people do the water fast and the keto, and then, after a couple of weeks, they lost some weight, they lost some muscle, but then they get hungry as fuck and they just binge and gain more weight than they lost. So they lost 10 pounds and they gained back 15. So now they're 5 pounds up from where they started. So stop doing that dumbass shit like over and over and over. Like, I'm tired of seeing it. And then you guys ask me, oh, what do you do? What do you do? You're like panicking because you're trying to make up for lost time. Just do something sustainable. Stop doing this keto and these water fasting that just gets you hungry as hell, and then you end up binging. You've done it 30 times. It didn't work 30 times, and it's never worked for anybody. So why are you doing it? All right. So lifestyle change part 2, guys. Here's the thing. A lot of you guys, right, you want to hit your protein numbers. You want to eat healthier. You say you want to lose fat, but you're surrounded by leftover crumble cookie in the fridge. You're surrounded by leftover pizza in the fridge, leftover fried chicken, ranch. There's just a bunch of junk in the fridge, and you look in the cabinets, and there's chocolate, there's Oreos, there's cookies, there's, cereals like Frosted Flakes, and there's nothing of sustenance, nothing healthy there. So being healthy starts with the grocery shopping. Because if you surround yourself with these foods, all these whole foods, it's going to be very hard for you to eat unhealthy if this is what you're looking at, right? If you go in the cabinet and there's like cashews, there's nuts, things like that, pause, then it's going to be more likely that you make a better decision, right? Instead of chips, you could have, Skinny Pop. So for me, if I get super hungry and I look in the cupboard and there's like, some almonds and some Skinny Pop, that'll hold me over and prevent me from eating something worse like cookies, right? If you don't have protein in your house, write this down, guys. If you don't have protein sources in your house, how is it going to be possible for you to consume protein sources, right? Because we all know when we go out to eat, we're definitely not going to get something healthy. So if you don't have it in your house, how are you supposed to eat healthy, guys? All right. You also have to change how you look at food. A lot of us look at food as something we do when we're bored, something we do when we're watching TV, something we do when we watch our favorite show. We just have to overeat or just over snack. And that's not the purpose of food. The purpose of food is to fuel your body, make you the healthiest version of you. The purpose of food is not to give you type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. That's not the purpose of food, but that's how a lot of us use it. All right. So when you eat out, it's also not an excuse to eat unhealthy. Like there's a lot of healthy foods out nowadays. There's high protein sources, lean meat, there's vegetables, there's fruits. Like most restaurants, like steakhouses, are super healthy, honestly. So eating out is not an excuse to eat unhealthy, guys. And like I said, food is supposed to be fuel. Like stop using food as like, comfort or a hobby. It's not a hobby. And every freaking holiday that comes around, that doesn't mean you have to overeat and binge. All right. Strength training. All right. So aggressively doing cardio short term is not going to do it. Doing all these side crunches to get rid of your love handles, that's not going to do it either. You can literally do side crunches and a lot of cardio for years and years and years and see no results with your love handles if your nutrition is not on point, right? Number two, also if you don't do strength training. So you want to focus on strength training because it's going to help your metabolism. It's going to help you burn more fat at rest. And I just wanted to throw this in here because I threw it in here before, but this shit is funny to me. Like it's, when you've been dieting for 3 hours, but you're still not skinny, that is the mindset that a lot of you guys have. And why you're not losing your love handles is because it's like, let me just give you an example. Someone literally, I wish this wasn't true. Someone told me yesterday, they're like, hey man, I haven't, like they kept saying like, man, I want to lose my love handles. Like I'm trying so hard, dude. I'm going all in. I'm so motivated. I'm like, damn. That's good. That's crazy. So like, what have you done? Like, what have you been eating? And they're like, yo, as of yesterday, I've stopped eating all fried foods. And I was like, okay, well, what did you eat 2 days ago? They're like, well, I ate a lot of fried foods and stuff. I'm like, bro, you just started and you're looking for results. Like for years and years and years, you've been eating fried foods and having bad habits. And you just stopped for 2 days and you're asking me, why don't you see anything? Like, I can't help you at that point. Like, that's beyond instant gratification. That's just delusion. All right, so here's the bottom line, guys. In order to lose those love handles permanently, you have to make sure that you're doing, being consistent. But remember that the routine won't work if you don't. Like, no routine works if you don't. It's just not possible. And a lot of us complain about the results we're not getting from the work we're not putting in. And that's the issue, right? If you do an effective routine for 2 weeks instead of 6 months, it's not going to give you the best results, obviously, right? So stop expecting those results when you're not putting in the work, guys. That is the bottom line, all right? So if you guys are interested in training and you're struggling to lose belly fat, struggling to lose your love handles, and you've been trying different fat diets for years and failing over and over and over again, and you want results like these, go ahead and fill out the link in the bio. We'll set up a strategy call. We'll talk about your goals. Anyways, until then, like, comment, subscribe for more.